Welcome back. The beginning of the year can be a stressful time for anyone, but it's especially scary for the freshmen. Luckily, they have some great orientation leaders to help them with the process. And right now, I'm joined by Erin Hudson, Emily Allen, and Katie Lewinsky. Thanks for being here, guys. You're all decked out in your orange and ready to go. So why don't we start? What are some of the duties of an orientation leader?
Well, during the course of the week, the few days that they show up, because they move in starting on Wednesday, and we start programming Wednesday night, like with Slices Right, which is a trivia game show with facts about the U. That they can come and answer, and we divide them up between the blue and the orange team. They can win prizes and all this kind of stuff. It's just like, it's to get their spirits going, especially since, Wednesday night is the first night that there's any first years on campus, and the first thing they want to do is go down to Euclid or go to the frets. So our job is to deter them from that, more or less, right off the bat, get them to interact with their peers who are all in the same situation. So we start Wednesday night and keep just going with that type of programming at night throughout the next few days, right through Sunday, before classes start.
So now, are you just leaders for the first few weeks of school, or does this go all year?
We got representation of every first year in transfer anytime they need us. I mean, we're more visible during that first couple weeks, and even a couple weeks prior to actually moving. But our faces get known to the first year in transfers, and throughout the year they even ask us. From time to time, we might don the polos just so they can see. Oh wait, let's ask that guy or ask that girl. She knows. Okay. So we're around, even though we may not have our polos on. We're still around. So
how does someone become an orientation leader? What kind of training do you go through?
Wow. We have an application process in the fall and as well as in the spring. So usually we look for student leaders who are already really involved on campus through their own organizations, and we do a group interview process. They do a lot of team building activities, so they do go through that process, and then as well we do individual interviews, and then from there we select a team. This is the first year we had 44 orientation leaders, kind of symbolic. So again, we're recruiting again this fall and in the spring to compensate for the graduating seniors. And then we also have training right before orientation starts. We have a week-long, more like team building stuff, just to get them familiar with campus offices and really how to help the freshmen out.
Did you guys do anything new this year that maybe hadn't been done in previous years for the freshmen?
I feel like we changed Home of the Dome a lot. I think a lot of us were first years. We experienced the Korean drumming and a lot of student performances, and this year it shifted more towards a pep rally, really to get them kind of engaged in the athletic community, almost to make them feel as though they were part of Otto's Army. So a great example of that is what we all know as our Home to the Dome shirts that are unique to all of our classes have now switched to Otto's Army shirts, and it just says Otto's Army on the front and then it says Class of on the back. So it's more of athletic focus. This time around, we had a few coaches come. We had Trenton from Otto's, the head person of Otto's Army, come in, and Aaron actually emceed with him, just really to get them going with all the school spirit stuff. So we didn't really do anything that much different. Oh, actually, yes, we did. There was another programming thing that we did called There's More to My Story, which our director, Greg Victory, put on. And it was really awesome. He took a bunch of students who from diverse backgrounds with different identities and that kind of stuff and put them kind of on a panel. And, because the first thing you do when you come to campus, everybody's guilty of this, you judge a book by its cover type of thing. So There's More to My Story was kind of to awaken the first years almost, so that they don't judge a book by its cover and they learn to get to know their peers in this new college setting. So we're hoping that catches on in the next few years as well.
Did you get a good reaction from them? Do you have any funny stories about crazy parents or anything that you can share with us?
Who wants to go first?
I mean, you're typical. I mean, I remember I moved students into Lawrence this year, and you just come into a room and parents were like, this room is ridiculous, it's small, like how's my kids gonna live in here? So I mean, just trying to do damage control and reassure them that everyone's lived in a room like this. We had a kid move in with Lawrence with a big Penske truck. We probably took 8 or 9 bins full of stuff up to their room. So, I mean, just ridiculous things. But Nothing too crazy.
Well, thanks so much for being here. We've heard from you. Now we're going to hear from some of the freshmen, actually. We went out and asked them what they thought of you guys. So let's take a look at that.
And it was really fun. And there was a lot of yelling, and we were all just going nuts. And I got to go on stage, and I got a Starbucks gift card, which was pretty awesome. So
I think they did a very good job. They were very fearless in introducing themselves to people, or reintroducing themselves if they couldn't remember your name. And I really think it makes a difference. When they're comfortable, you're comfortable.
I thought that they were really excited and they had a lot of fun, which made me want to have more fun, and it was great.
I thought they were all really nice. I didn't get the chance to talk to a lot of them, but the ones I did talk to were really nice, really helpful with finding my way around campus.